Hi everybody, I think this is the easiest way to show you how to do a data chart for your pre-assessment. This is not required, but I don't think it's too hard to do once you learn how to do it. And to me, it makes things a lot easier to process. All I do, you could do something like this in Excel, but I actually prefer to do tables in Word. So I'm in Word right now. I'm going to go to Insert Table. And I'm going to choose insert table because it's hard to click on all those little boxes. So for columns, remember that's top to bottom. You are going to need whatever number of questions you have plus 2. So let's say you have 5 questions. I'm going to make 7 columns. For rows, you need whatever number of students you have plus 2. And so you're making a fake set for 10. So that would be plus 2 is 12. And hit OK. All right. And then that's really basically how you do it. So I would do student here and just number them since you're doing them since they're imaginary students. So you could number from 1 to 10. And then across, you would do which question. So question 1, question 2, etc. And then this is going to be a total percentage. So what I do and what I did, it didn't show up so great on the copy, but I like to fill the spaces. So I would either use red or green, red meaning they missed the question and green meaning they got it right. So let's pretend student number 1 got question number 1 correct. So I would just find some green up there and the fill. I guess I should explain what I'm doing. I'm going to the fill here. Make sure you're clicked where you want to fill. Go to the fill and then choose the color. And let's pretend that student number 1 got question number 2 wrong. So I'll click in there, go to the fill, switch to red, and then that's all I would do. And you get to do it kind of randomly. So you're going to have up to, let's just figure this for 5 questions. So what you would do in this across line is you would count the number that they got correct and put that into a percentage. So I'm going to just make up an imaginary one for you just to make this easier. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Okay, so they got 3 out of 5 correct. So when you have 5 out of 100, that would make each one worth 20%. So in this case, their total would be 60%. And then you would do that for each student. And then in this box, you're going to want to find the total average, the average for the class. So after you've filled in all of your students' data and you've come up with all these percentage totals over here, the way you find the average for this is you would add up. I'm just going to make some more imaginary ones. Whoops. Would add up all of the percentages that you have in this column and divide by the number of numbers, which in this case would be 10 if you're doing 10 students. So this is different. To find the average here, I would add 60 plus 50, which is 110, plus 20, which is 140, and then I would divide that by 3, and that would give me my percentage here. That would be the average. Okay, so anytime you're finding an average, you add the numbers together and divide by the number of numbers. Hopefully that's kind of quick. Hopefully that gives you enough to get started.